You know what fucking sucks? Cat. And also Alfie. So the next question is: would you rather Phil and Kat to get back together, or Alfie and Kat?
I mean, it's an interesting one,
Also,
and I know it's a topic that will have been done to death, but the issue with EastEnders is it is ongoing. You simply cannot forget about what characters previously have done. And in the last couple of years, we did have Kat and Phil. They were together for a long period of time, and they did seem genuinely settled. Phil made made an attempt to go straight and not be involved in the criminal underworld anymore. And, he bought Kat a business. He allowed her to get herself set up. She now has her own cab firm. And a laundrette. So it was a kind of a she grew. She grew. Tommy liked Phil as his stepdad. And they had a quite infectious relationship. Yes, admittedly, they didn't spend a lot of time on screen together. Yes, Kat did kind of fall into the background for a while in there. But a lot of people, honestly, I really did enjoy Kat and Phil. I think they were a genuinely very good relationship. What do you reckon?
I didn't mind them. I prefer them over Phil and Alfie. Kat and Alfie, sorry. Although Phil and Alfie sounds good, doesn't it?
It does sound like good fun.
Two hard blokes. One who's a bear in sex, and one who's a scared twink. I think they work great. But
who's who?
Well, Alfie's obviously the scared twink, and Phil's the bear.
Yeah, but I can't. For some reason, I imagine Phil is just he's all bald.
Yeah, but in comparison, like Alfie's like, please get down on your knees and suck my cock. Phil's like, get on your fucking knees and suck my fucking cock now, you motherfucker. Like, he's the dominant one,
All right.
Just relieving my fantasies out here in public. But
airing it out.
But yeah, I prefer Kat and Phil over Alfie and Phil. Once again, I will reiterate that I am sick, so there might be a lot of stuttering again and a few black noses.
Yeah, and to wrap it around to my other point, though, what I was saying is you can't really disregard the past. Yes, Kat and Phil did split up because Phil cheated on her with Emma. Alfie and Kat split up in the past because Alfie says that he blames the victim of sexual abuse for being a victim. He claimed that she would have, initiated it, and she wanted to be sexually abused by her uncle from the age of 13. Now, don't mind me struggling to get behind Kat and Alfie because Jesus fucking Christ, there are paths you don't cross, and that is a fucking path you do not fucking cross. That is inhumane. It's criminal.
We will be next month, probably the second, third week, and we will be releasing a part 2 to our Christmas 2018 reactions, where we will have hopefully the audio of like Kat and like the entire last 10 minutes, so you can see like what happened and why we don't look fondly about Kat and Alfie. It's like, I know it's a show, and I know we've done the topic to death, but it's like, to me, it's like if your father like abused as a child, or he killed himself, and then your friend turns around and goes, "You're the reason why your dad killed himself." It's like
it's throwing that incredibly traumatic bit of like your life in your face, and deciding it's your fault when it's something that you probably couldn't have prevented.
Exactly. It's something like it'd be like if I turned around and went, Ash, you know your dad, you know he died of a heart attack. You caused it. You're fucking ugly. And it's like, it's like, why? Why would I do that? He's not gonna forgive me. It'll be funny in the moment, but he's not gonna forgive me. Like, you know what I mean? It's just something you don't do.
Funny in the moment. Is it really? Is it really funny in the moment?
No, just imagining someone turning around and going, you're the reason why you had a heart attack, because you're ugly. Like, just turning into a 5-year-old. You're ugly. Is the funny bit in that scenario.
But like you can understand why us who watched 2018, where he slept with
Hayley.
her younger cousin and had a baby with her and was trying to conceal the fact that he had a baby. And instead of actually saying, look, I slept with Hayley, she's pregnant, she's going to have my kid, he just went, yeah, let's adopt that anyway. She's a fucking shit mum, lol. It's like, what? What? And, like, yeah, sure, Alfie Moon in 2024 is years worlds away from the Alfie we saw in 2018. But also, there are lines you don't cross, and that really did absolutely destroy the Cat and Alfie relationship. And, you know, even then, so has the Cat and Alfie relationship really been good since they left in 2005? I don't think so.
It's like I can compare it to it's like when you make a movie in the 1990s, right? It's all good, it's a perfect movie, and then 20, 30 years later, like, I think we'll make a legacy sequel. And then the legacy sequel is not as good, and it's like, oh.
And it's lost the charm. It's clearly aged, you know, some of the humor doesn't land anymore. That's Cat and Alfie. They don't have the infectious chemistry beyond 2005. They come back in the 2010s. You know, Alfie doesn't want to get a fucking job. They're having twins. They're both struggling. Alfie starts to kind of lie about money. He then cheats them. He then tries to do an insurance scam. He has a brain tumor. They do red water. Then they come back and Alfie's nowhere to be seen until he returns for the 2018 Christmas, where he, yes, once again, says Cat is the problem. And then completely just says, your family, I fucking hate your shit family. You are all a waste of space and I despise the lot of you. Like, we don't need to go backwards. And that's what it feels like it is. It feels like we're going backwards by going back into Cat and Alfie. Now, admittedly, it is in the notion of since they've come back, Cat's done fuck all till this year, let's be honest. She was with Phil. That was all she's done. But now she's dealing with Tommy being abusive, which is probably the biggest storyline she's had in years. And Alfie has seemingly stepped up a bit more. He's had cancer. He has become more of a serious adult now. Is that enough to warrant them being together, do you reckon?
No, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some comments. So again, sorry for my sick voice, but so Media Marketing 493 says, would anyone else prefer Cat to get back with Phil? I really like them together. Phil messed it up, but I've got to see them eventually being pulled back together. Cat and Alfie just feel like too much history and have outgrown each other. I like them being co-parents that happen to be really good friends. The reason why I want to read this is because the first comment reminds me of a Tyson Fury fucking clip, and I'll say it in a second. Yeah, I think Cat and Phil are cut from the same cloth and had really good chemistry. I think they got written off too fast. And the clip I want to bring up is Tyson Fury. I think he's on the podcast about Bald Man, and he's like being all hard. He's being like, they don't make men like us. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm cut from a different breed. They don't make men like me anymore. It fucking buggles me because he's just a hard bald geezer saying that. Like, it's something Danny Dyer would say or Ross Kemp, which always buggles me. They don't make men like us anymore. I'm a different breed, a different animal.
I mean, he is allowed to say that. He is a fucking legendary boxer.
I mean, yeah. and got paid shit ton of money in Saudi Arabia. The things we do for money.
Everybody's doing it.
True. Yeah, I had stopped watching.
Doesn't mean it's good.
Doesn't mean it's bad.
It does.
It does, but look, if they're paying you over like 50,000, so what?
50 mil.
50 mil. If they're paying you over 50 mil, you're like, gay rights is an important thing, but 50 mil is 50 mil, lads. You know? Yeah, I had stopped watching them for a while, then started watching again a few months ago before last Christmas. When I heard they were together, I thought it sounded like an odd coupling. But then after seeing the way they were together, I was rooting for them. Shame it was ruined. Yeah.
I mean, I'll even have the third perspective. My brother, who obviously has been watching now for, 10 months? 11 months now? He joined for Christmas and then just kind of kept on, but has heard a decent chunk about EastEnders over the years because, he's the only one who will actually talk to me about EastEnders, so it has to be done. He's also in the situation where he's like, I'm not really about Cat and Alfie. He did really enjoy Cat and Phil. It felt like at that time in their lives, they were more together than ever. I reckon, like, Cat and Phil, they needed someone. They needed that companion. They needed someone to love because, the kids are fucking moved out mostly, and they needed someone to kind of be there and grow old with. But it feels different with Cat and Alfie right now. But I don't know. But I'm also kind of worried that we will be getting a wedding.
Yeah, it's such a shame they just seemingly built it and collapsed it for no reason. But they're really good together, and it's so tiresome after 2 decades of the back and forth Man in the Moon stuff with Alfie now. I can't hear Man in the Moon without thinking of I was your Man in the Moon, Cat. Fuck off! I was your Man in the Moon. But yeah. I'm not. Look, I know it's EastEnders, but the way they were 2018 Alfie, like, no matter if it's shit, they did really make you want to punch him right in the cock. Like,
yeah.
Really want to just go in there and just go right to the bollocks, uppercut
Chin him.
Yeah, chin him like you chin Santa. No, next, what the fuck?
Naughty list. You're in the naughty list, you little bastard.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy? A chainsaw so I can ram it up your arse. The clown style. Loved her with Phil, but the nostalgia of Calfee feels too great to some torn now. Sakia Hukia by Shirley Sabin Pussy. Loved her with Phil, but the nostalgia of Calfee feels too great to some torn now. Remember that one time Sakia actually used an extra syllable in the Haku battle in Beijing? That was a Sakia and you just made one. Okay.
What the fuck? What was it?
I was a comment and I thought it was like about EastEnders, and then I read it and I went, wait, what the fuck? This is not EastEnders. And I was too late to back out.
With Phil, but the nostalgia of Calfee feels great too. So I'm torn now. Yep, there we are. It's a haiku. I don't understand haikus personally, but yeah.
I like them in the beginning, but I think Phil dulled Cat shine a little bit. There's so much more to her than just being some gangster's mob. Also love the nostalgia for Cat and Alfie. I like to pretend all that stuff with Haley never happened. It did happen.
Yeah, but I can't forget it happened. That's the problem.
Hold on. Let me just read this next comment as well. It ruined Alfie's character and she was just awful. Why do so many of you only get on Alfie for that Haley storyline? Guess why he said the cat was terrible, that she deserved what she got with Harry. But if this is just about Alfie cheating, Cat has done that a million times.
Oh, fuck me. Jesus, I thought they were saying that they deserve. Obviously, that's saying Alfie said that she deserved it, not the commenter.
And then he just says she was being a damn hypocrite when I came out. Well, hold on here. They're not disrespecting the fact that he's cheated on her. He's ignoring the assault and saying it's her fault. Now, as a friend,
he is victim blaming a sexual abuse survivor.
See, the thing is, right? If it was two strangers in a pub that said it to each other, you'd hit them. But it hits different when it's literally the
someone
man in the moon
who is your closest,
Yeah. friend. It's like what I said earlier.
Yeah.
It's like if you turn around to your friend and go, "Yo, the reason why insert parent or insert sibling is dead," and it's like, "Oh, thanks," and it's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
whoa, thanks. I was really enjoying my cornflakes, but you fucking ruined it. But you shit in it." I preferred her with Phil. Next comment says, "Yeah, I hate Alfie, Cat and Alfie together. Really like Cat and Phil. Also got Shane Ritchie's at the lower end of acting capability, and Steve McFadden's at the top end. It's Steve that matches Jesse's acting skills, not Shane. Just pretty much posted the same. Well said. It seems to be an unpopular opinion, though. No, I'm for Cat and Alfie. They belong together. No, they don't. I agree with you. Cat and Phil was fine, but it wasn't iconicness of her and Alfie. Alfie had never come back. Fine.
Yeah, but all the iconic moments of Cat and Alfie are in fucking 2005. They were good for 2 years. 2 years. That's it. That's all it is. It's 2 years.
Hold on. If Alfie had never come back, fine. But he's there. If he's there, Cat belongs to him. Get Phil with Sharon.
No.
That's why I said hold
No.
on. Because I was just waiting for you to chime in after that one.
No, don't get Phil and Sharon back together. Just because these are the status quo, these are what you'd expect to be the iconic couple. They don't need it, all right? I'll take Mick and Linda, sure. That's fine. Phil and Sharon, miserable together. Never, ever happy. Trauma bonded to the fucking gills. Never happy. Always struggling. Fucking Cat and Alfie were good for 2 years. I'm fed up of this.
Before Cat and Alfie and Cat have a friendship, and I want Phil and Cat together. Like, I get that Phil cheated and messed up, but Cat has done the same thing. He's a bit hypocritical. For like, it's like if she stuck her hand in the cookie jar 6 times, and the one time you do it, it's like, "How dare you steal a cookie while my son's in the kitchen eating a biscuit?" Like, you know, it's like, why are you giving it to me? You've done it 6 times, love. You've done it 6 times. I've only done it once. And the cookie was chocolate, and it was
Like,
just nice.
Obviously, I can understand It is a bizarre.
Oh, excuse me, sorry, that loud gulp was picked up in my phone.
It's just a very strange one. You don't really know how to feel about it.
I'll read the last comment here. Honestly, for me, the best thing about Phil and Kat was she completely redecorated Phil's gaff. I lived the dark blue and leopard print combo. It was fun to watch them together, but I never felt like they really loved each other. They always felt forced, born more out of a desire for stability, and thinking he would be the one to give it to her. As someone else said, Phil dulled her shine. And all this unpleasantness with Tommy is a direct result of her relationship with Phil breaking down, regardless of whose fault it is. Meanwhile, Alfie adores her, always has, and he makes her light up. He's always tried so hard for her and the kids, even when he gets it wrong. They're true equals, and seeing them finally back together made my heart smile. Cat eyes emoji. The way he cradled her head when they were kissing. Watching the fireworks was adorable. Firework emoji, firework emoji.
Yeah, but Alfie's done a lot of bad things to Cat in a way to try and cover his fucking tracks. When he was running out of money after the twins were born, like I said, he did a fucking insurance job. Cat was inside. Obviously, he didn't mean to hurt her, but it still meant she had to deal, like, I think she had to deal with some, like, burns. You know? Both have cheated on each other. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just true love. You're never going to get the same feeling you're going to get 22 years ago. 23 years ago. You're never going to get that same feeling.
No, it's 22, I believe.
It's just like, why are you trying? Like, if you... Cat and Alfie have been on their best hits for the last 15 years.